Hi, my name's Ananya Mallik, and I'm the author of Endless, a villain's love story, which is a story about how far one truly goes for love. It's brimming with murder, intrigue, and passion. I took the idea of a villain and I wanted to tell the story from his or her point of view, specifically a love story from their point of view. Villains always tend to go much further than your hero would. They would tend to cross more boundaries and do whatever it takes to achieve what they truly want, which is why a villain's love story is often the greatest love story of all time. I wanted to take this angle and see how far I could truly make one go for the quest of what they wanted, their true love. And I wanted to tell a story about what their love would be like, what his life would be like, and I went from there. My inspiration for this book came from many different sources, most notably Romeo and Juliet, 1001 Arabian Nights, the TV show You, and the movie Parasite. So to start off with, a large part of this book was inspired by the tale of Romeo and Juliet. This book is divided into 5 acts in the same way that Romeo and Juliet is. I wrote this book around this traditional structure of an ancient Greek tragedy, and I tried to adhere to all the principles of an ancient Greek tragedy. One of the unique perspectives in my book is the perspective that is being written by a villain. And so when the reader starts reading the book, they know it's a love story of a villain, but they don't actually know who the villain is. Because my book is actually a love triangle. It has a protagonist, the main character Elena, and then the 2 love interests, Milan and Rion. And so throughout this book, the reader goes through it thinking the villain might be one person, but at the end of the book, they realize that the villain is actually another. And this adds more danger and depth because that was actually inspired by the crime part of the book. I wanted to make this book very dark, very twisted, and to juxtapose that, I wanted to make the first half very lighthearted and fun, to draw readers in, and then all of a sudden, it just changes and crescendos into a much bigger, larger, darker ending. One major thing that is different about my book is the emphasis on perception and how appearances can be very deceiving. Most people believe that the stable guy is always the best option and that following your family's wishes may be what's best for you, or the conventional path laid out for you is always going to be the best option. However, in my book, I explore following unconventional paths and always wanting to not live up to what has been prescribed to you as the ideal life you should live, but rather having the courage to pursue your own life and make your own choices. I also like to explore the consequences of what happens when you do make these choices and they don't end up being what you expected it to be. There's a lot of nuance and subtlety woven throughout my book about how people want to escape their lives, yet they still somehow cling on to society's expectations. My book is perfect for a wide range of people. Anyone who's interested in exploring the darker sides of character, wants to see the depth and the darkness that's inherent within humanity would love my book. At the same time, anyone who likes lighthearted love stories, fun adventures, and doing new things and breaking all the rules would also love the story. My name is Ananya, and I'm the author of Endless, a villain's love story, which is a book about love and how far one will truly go for love.